In the history of science, many geniuses are remembered for their groundbreaking contributions. Among them is one genius who, with a simple P, changed the course of history. That genius is Gregor Mendel, the father of genetics. Today, we're going to take a closer look at how this Peashooter unlocked the secrets of heredity and laid the foundation for modern genetics.
41、43、47、素数を数え、最初にキノコを食べた者を尊敬する。
Born in 1822 in a small village in Austria, Gregor Mendel came from a humble farming family. Despite his background, he had a natural curiosity for the world around him. Driven by his passion for learning, Mendel entered a monastery, becoming a monk. But his journey wasn't just about religious life. It was his deep fascination with science that set him apart. In the monastery, Mendel began to study plant and animal life, and soon he focused on one particular plant that would change everything: the pea plant. His curiosity about the laws governing heredity was about to lead him on a groundbreaking path. In 1865, Mendel began his famous pea plant experiments. He chose peas because their traits were easy to observe, and they could be crossbred quickly. By carefully selecting pea plants with different traits, like flower color, seed shape, and pod shape, Mendel began to cross-pollinate them, producing hybrid plants and analyzing their offspring. Mendel meticulously recorded each generation, tracking how traits were passed down. With his precise experimental design and mathematical approach, Mendel began uncovering patterns in the inheritance of traits, patterns that would later revolutionize biology. Mendel's experiments led him to formulate three key principles, now known as Mendel's laws of heredity. The law of segregation: each organism has two alleles for each trait, one from each parent, and these alleles segregate during the formation of gametes, meaning each gamete carries only one allele for each trait. The law of independent assortment: the inheritance of one trait does not affect the inheritance of another trait. Different traits are inherited independently of each other. The law of dominance: some traits are dominant over others. The dominant trait will appear in the offspring, while the recessive trait will be masked unless both alleles are recessive. These discoveries laid the foundation for the field of genetics and gave us the first understanding of how traits are passed down through generations. However, Mendel's revolutionary discoveries weren't immediately recognized. In fact, after publishing his work, Mendel's findings were largely ignored by the scientific community. At the time, the world wasn't ready to understand his genetic theories. Mendel continued his research but faced many challenges. His work went unnoticed during his lifetime, and he passed away without receiving the credit he deserved. It wasn't until the early 20th century that Mendel's work was rediscovered. In 1900, three scientists, Hugo de Vries, Carl Correns, and Erich von Schermach, independently verified Mendel's findings. From that point on, Mendel's laws of heredity became central to biology, and his work became the cornerstone of the newly emerging field of genetics. Mendel's discoveries not only reshaped biology, but also paved the way for advancements in medicine, agriculture, and biotechnology. His understanding of heredity influenced everything from crop breeding to gene therapy, revolutionizing our approach to life itself. Today, Gregor Mendel is celebrated as the father of genetics. His discoveries continue to impact us every day, from improving agricultural practices to advancing medical treatments. Mendel's legacy lives on in the world of genetics and in the countless lives that have been improved through his work. Mendel may have been overlooked in his time, but his contributions have shaped the very fabric of modern science. His story reminds us that true genius doesn't always receive recognition in its own time, but its impact can last for centuries. Gregor Mendel, the quiet monk who used peas to unlock the mysteries of life, changed the world in ways we still don't fully comprehend. As a top genius, his insights into genetics continue to shape our understanding of biology, evolution, and medicine. His story is a reminder of how sometimes the most profound discoveries come from humble beginnings and unassuming individuals. Thank you for watching. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. In the next episode, we'll continue exploring the lives of more top geniuses who have shaped the course of history.